Welcome in the cabin. We seem to be in a bit of a conundrum here. Snow looks like it's deep enough. I'm on top of quite a bit of it, which is pretty good. But she just made it to right here, and this is where she dug in. I could back up and go down, but that's not how I roll. I'm gonna continue forward and make this shit happen. Just when you think you're out of the rabbit hole, you get sucked right back in. But it's a good place to be. This is the cherry cask. I don't know which kind I had. Oh, last time I had just the straight bourbon. This is the sherry cask. Now this was gifted by Karen Butte up in New Hampshire, I think. But yeah, that cherry cask rabbit hole, man. I thought the other rabbit hole was good. This rabbit hole's better. So we're basically diving back in the rabbit hole. My battery died on my recovery to get up the hill in the snow. Battery done crapped out on me. Good morning, y'all. Last night was pretty crazy. You know, I had to winch the truck up the hill. Right in the middle of doing that, the battery's done run out. Then I got up here and I thought, oh, I'll fire the snowmobile up and go for a little spin on the snowmobile. So I threw a new battery in the camera, fired the camera up, you know, and the dang card was full. So anyways, and you know, I attributed it all to one thing. Just when you think you're out of the rabbit hole, you get sucked right back in. One with a chest rig. You guys can hear me. So here's Mr. Snowmobile. Hopefully my jacket's not getting in the way. We're gonna see if it starts. It does. Then we're gonna go in reverse. You know, backing up and turning on this thing isn't super easy. So you push that and then you go into reverse. Push it again. I don't know how the view is. You don't sit down on this thing, I'll tell you that. That was take one with the chest cam. This is take two with the handlebar cam. Let's see how this works out. Well, hot diggity, we buzzed around. This is a lot of work. After just buzzing like around the turn there, going down the hill, coming back up, and then going up that hill, I'm pretty winded. And you know, I think part of it is I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm having to overexert force to turn the machine, because the machine is not, you have to kind of angle it. The snow, I would venture to say may not be the best snow for it as far as turning, because we are you know, what's my shooting target thing in the summertime turns into my snow gauge. So you can see where it's got 6 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're 2 up. Okay. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're 2 paddles up. That's how deep we are. You know, we had to winch up the hill the last little bit. I was able to, you know, go until I stopped and then back up and make a run at my tracks and continue on a little bit further. We'll see. Going downhill is usually a little bit easier because, you know, they got this thing called gravity. Your best friend and your worst enemy at the same time. So there you have it. There's a snowmobile. It's pretty cool because this thing back here, you can put your coffee right here. You know, after it's been running, you can see it steaming and keep your coffee warm. Okay, so I put some time in. I did a little, you know, just a couple little zips in the snowmobile this morning. Decided to put some time in and finish the floor. Now I've got ceiling, but this is where I'm going to stop for now, and I'm going to move all my material, all my tools and crap in here. When Homeboy Depot had its Christmas sale, I went ahead and grabbed one of these things, and I got a bunch of these from when I was cooking with the other stove that used those before I got the big one. So you can fire that up before you come in. You lift this up and put that right on the seat, and then you don't have to sit on a seat that's frickin' ice cold. Makes a big difference, you know, for going to the bathroom. Good morning, pilgrims. Chris here in the cabin. Got my sled warming up. We're gonna go for a little buzz this morning and then park it in the shed. Do some more cleanup and get ready to leave. We pretty much accomplished what we came to accomplish today. Looks like it's gonna be a nice day too. The sky looks pretty clear. It's been foggy. Last night, you know, I tried to keep up with the 17-year-old guy that lives up the road, Jesse. He came by and he's like, hey, let's go sled. And I didn't grab the camera, I should have. But I tried to keep up with him and ended up absolutely winded. Things are almost back to normal in here. I'm gonna move that table over there. I like it over there. It makes it look roomier, you know, against the wall. This is back to being my spare room like it should be. And I'm thinking about doing a bunk, but I'm still going back and forth on that. I don't know. We'll see. 2 beds is probably enough. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna move the truck down the hill while it's still cold, because if I wait, this snow, you know, the base might get soft, and then this sumbitch ain't going nowhere, because I got up on it. It was fairly cool when I came up. But one thing I can tell you is that snowmobiling, man, it puts a working on you. You know, you guys came with me on my blast around this morning. That was good and fun. I got her parked back in her hole. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm gonna do a little more cleanup and then boogie. We'll see how she goes down the hill. You got gravity working for you downhill, so that should be a little bit easier, but I'm just worried about the axle getting stuck in the snow, because you can hear it's crunchy but soft, and that's a bad combination because it's like cement once it gets too warm. So let me boogie this thing down there. And well, I kind of got some cleanup done. I'm leaving a little bit. I'm going to put those 2 boxes there are going to go under the bed. That stuff's going to go, you know, in the guest bed, the guest suite. not the guest bedroom, it's a guest suite, because it's pretty sweet. So that's gonna go there. It's a nice, killer sunny day. I'm glad I moved my truck down because I rode on top of the snow all the way down, and if it does what I think it's gonna do today, warm up and make this, well, maybe not melt the snow because it's got a pretty good base, but it's definitely gonna make it mushy. Today is the day I wish I was right up there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but right up there, that's where I wish I was. But, you know, I went to Robert's house last night. I ended up riding that thing in the dark, and there's no headlight. It was cool, though, because Robert rode behind me and shined the light so I could see somewhat. I went over there, we watched some snowmobile videos and talked snowmobiles, you know, and he was telling me about this place called Roman Nose that's about 10 miles from here. That's a good place to go. And so I got to get my trailer tuned up and get my sled on it and buggy, go over there, get him, he broke a needle in his carburetor, so we got to get that squared away. Let's take a look at the barometer. You know, we got to start doing this because I can, you know, they say these numbers really, they mean something, but it's the difference is what you're really looking for. And we're from 29, whoa, let's see, that's 29 and a half. And that's 30, so yeah. So it was a good trip. I didn't get as much snowmobile filming. You guys that aren't interested in that are probably like, oh God, you got too much snowmobile filming. I'm gonna throw some in there, riding the snowmobile, if any of it turned out good. I haven't looked at it yet. But the problem is I didn't go on the best ride when we went trail riding with Jesse. That ride was pretty awesome, but you know, my problem is I'm like a 10-year-old kid with that stupid thing. He comes over and all I think about is getting my gear on and going. I didn't really think to grab the camera, and he even saw the mount on the sled and he asked, where's the camera at? So next time I go with Jesse, we'll get him filming. I let him ride that sled, and you know, when somebody who can actually ride gets on it, wow, yeah, he was doing wheelies. Okay, there we go, on the hike out. Truck, I moved it down to the bottom of the hill because I'm worried about getting the snow, but this is it, man. It seems like I always gotta leave on the really bitchin' days. So I didn't bring my snowshoes, so hopefully it's hard enough. It feels like it is. It's hard enough to hike down. Bunch of rip.